subsidies coming from, let's say, AIX, TUPAD, MAIP, Porpis, etc., I was able to compute the sum total of 194 billion pesos. Yung walang gutom 2027, 194 billion pesos na po yun eh. At ang total, kagaya nga ng aking nabanggit na, 212 billion pesos. If we can eliminate the subsidies, palitan na lang natin ng isang proposition like all households consuming 200 kilowatt hours per month. Ilibre na natin yun. Anong gawin mong intervention? Hindi mo talaga sila malilibre. Ang pangalawa po nila, yung recognition that targeted support was needed to alleviate persistent poverty. Ito po ngayon ang ginagawa ng DSWD. Yung targeted intervention lang. Kasi po yung sinasabi nila, areas disadvantaged by geography and lack of opportunity, and later on, targeting individual households. So bago po nila ginawa yon, talagang China was able to raise the average income of their poor families. Without which, yung intervention hindi nila magagawa. And then in 2021, President Xi Jinping, Mr. President, also declared that China has achieved another miracle of eradicating extreme poverty in their country over an 8-year period. So, ibig sabihin, 2021, sinabi niya, 100 million people have been lifted out of poverty. 8 years lang po ang ginamit niya, Mr. President, or an average of 25 million poor Chinese. Doon po doon sa report ng World Bank, 19 million poor Chinese. Bakit ko po dinidistingue ito, Mr. President? And I can even emphasize the importance of this. Kasi po, kung 19 million poor Chinese po ang na-liberate, napag-graduate ng China, magagawa rin po natin eh. Kasi tingnan po natin, Mr. President, ang poverty incidence rate po natin in 2024 is 15.5%. That comprises 17.5 million poor families. 17.5. Ginamit po natin na base 112 million Filipinos in 2024. Sabi po ng Population Commission, today, 2025, estimated population of our country is 114 million Filipinos. So applying the poverty incidence rate of 15.5%, that would be 17.17 million Filipinos. Kung gagawin po natin ang ginawa ng China, Mr. President, we can wipe out poverty in this country in 1 year. Why? 19 million poor Chinese po ang nag-graduate nila eh. Eh, ang mahirap lang natin is 17.7 million, assuming that this is correct. Why don't we do a Chinese miracle? Kesa naman sa, ang Porpis po, 17 years na po eh. Pumasok po ako sa Congress, House of Representatives, in 2004. 4 years later, doon ko po nakita ang Porpis, 2008. Hanggang sa mag-graduate po ako, hanggang ngayon, we're still struggling and grappling about the ways we can help our people, especially the marginalized ones. Tama po ba na gamitin kong halimbawa ang China, Mr. President?
Maganda hong tanong yun. Gusto ko rin naman ho na ma-eradicate yung 17.7 million Filipinos natin living in poverty. Pag ginamit ho natin yung model ng China, talagang kaya ho yun. But our population is not 1 billion. Our population is 112 million. So if you look at that ratio, what China was able to achieve, and I just randomly pulled out a number of 1 billion yung population nila within the earlier time frame that His Honor gave, 1978 to 2018. the early years it was 1 billion, later on it increased to 1.43 billion. Less than 2% po ang 19 million per year. It's great. It's great. It's nice to have a target, but I don't know if we can actually say that their program was better than ours kasi magaganda din naman ho yung achievement natin. Not in any way to say that this is enough. There is so much more we need to do. Even the Secretary acknowledges that. Pero ito naman po ang tingnan natin na accomplishment po ng 4Ps. 1.44 million household exited from 2022 to 2025. Ibig sabihin, naka-achieve na sila ng self-sufficiency kasi the intervention of 4Ps was to change behavior, to make the parents raise their child in a healthy environment, going to the health center and going to school. So 1.44 million naman ang napa-exit natin. So I would say that's about 1.27% of our population. 12.21 million ang elementary graduates po natin dito. So malaking percentage din yan. 4.55 million ang high school graduates. 39,88,000 board examination passers and 116 top-notchers. Ito po yung mga pamilya na walang college, walang nakatungtong sa college. So for me to see this, tumataas po yung balahibo ko na kahit papano nakapag-graduate hindi lang ng high school pero pumasok pa sa mga course na may board exam at may nag-top-notcher pa. And then 2.44 million have graduated to the Sustainable Livelihood Program na ito ay kadikit ng 4Ps para matuloy-tuloy nila yung good habits na inumpisahan nila at may kabuhayan na sila ngayon. So, I would say, Mr. President, there's much more that we can achieve. Sana mas maganda pa yung mga numbers. The good news is I think we have a team here headed by the Secretary that, is not settling for these numbers. They want to...
There is no way to belittle the efforts of DSWD. I think we can thank them for what they are doing for our people. They've been there for quite some time and they're everywhere whenever the services are needed. Ang sinasabi ko lamang, Mr. President, is the China model is something that we should also take advantage of. Ma-review man lang natin. Kasi yung una po nilang ginawa ay to raise the average income of their poor people. Ibig sabihin, kapag hindi po natin nagagawa, no matter how much intervention we can do or we will do for them, hindi rin siya magiging sapat or significant para sa ganon ay makabawi sila talaga ng lubos-lubusan. Kaya nga po yung approach ng China from 800 million in 40 years, that's an average of 19 million Chinese liberated from poverty. Sana magawa natin yon kung halimbawa makuha natin yung sinasabi nilang economic opportunity that can eventually raise the incomes of these marginalized Filipinos. Talagang yung pantulong na lang na interventions, yung makakabawi silang talaga. But until and unless we are able to raise their plight, their economic plight, to the extent that they are able to get an income na makakasapat po sa kanilang pangangailangan, kahit ano pong intervention ang gawin natin. Ito po yung nakita ko sa Chinese model. Kaya po, pupunta po ako sa aking pangalawang suggestion. During the briefing of the Department of Finance, Mr. President, naimungkahi ko po na pwede siguro nating pag-aralan. Let's do away with all these subsidies. Nung briefing na yun, Mr. President, I was using the example of the 2025 budget where I was able to compute subsidies coming from, let's say, AIX, TUPAD, MAIP, PORPIS, etc. I was able to compute the sum total of 194 billion pesos. Parang kapareho din po ngayon, Mr. President, kung titingnan po ninyo yung 12 interventions hanggang doon sa pang-8, yung walang gutom 2027, 194 billion pesos na po yun eh. At ang total, kagaya nga ng aking nabanggit na, 212 billion pesos. In that briefing, Mr. President, hypothetically, sinabi ko, if we can eliminate the subsidies, palitan na lang natin ng isang proposition like all households consuming 200 kilowatt hours per month. Ilibre na natin yun. Kinukwento ko po, Mr. President, yung pong 200 mga families na nagkukonsumo ng 200, average of 200 kilowatts per hour pababa. Nandyan po yung pinakamahirap. Easily, you can establish 4.5 million families there. Kapag ganun po yung approach na ginawa natin, depending on the price of electricity, let's say between let's say 10 to 12 or even 15 pesos per kilowatt hour, like in most electric cooperatives in our country. Palagay ko